find a nice seat. And any seat that you're not crossing your legs over each other. And then roll those shoulders back. Find that nice little lift to the sides of the waist and up to the center line of your body. And then inhale, just reach your top. Rotate your palms in and find more lift to the sides of your waist. Then take your right side and lengthen it higher than your left. And then release your right side. And inhale, you stretch that left side taller. And let that side release. This time that right side reaches, stretches up. Left side drops down to the left. Make sure you release that left elbow and shoulder as you reach that right arm over. And take a breath. And push off your left hand. Let that left arm come up, that right arm releases, reach up and over. And again, push off your right, let that left arm drop again. Try to go a little bit further, open up more space between your ribs. And then push up, and again, we reach over to our right. A little more length through that left side. And then this time we'll reach up, that left hand again will drop, but the right arm will reach out into the corner here. Thumb up, your nose is toward your left knee, you're stretching through that right side. And then we'll push up. We'll drop our right hand, our left arm will reach across to the right. Again, lengthening from your sit bone all the way through your fingers. Then again, we come up, that right arm reaches across again, nose towards left knee. And one more time. Push up, we rotate that left arm across, stretch, stretch. And come up all the way up through the middle. Here, we'll take our fingertips behind. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest towards the sky. And then crawl your fingertips away from you. And go back as far as you can. Keep lifting through your chest. And try to walk your pinky fingers as close together as you can. So your intended fingertips, walking your arms behind. And then lifting your heart up. Nice, yeah. Open the chest space and then shift a little to your right here. And take a nice deep breath. Shift through your center. Shift over to your left. You should feel that through front chest and shoulder space. One more time, we'll shift over to our right. So lifting the heart towards the ceiling. And then over to your left. As you come back to your center, first drop your chin down. Walk your fingertips in, inhale them all the way up. Here we'll come forward. Shift off our hips, find our table space. Push both of your hips over to the right and look over your left shoulder. Open up the outer hip on the right side. Then shift your hip deep to your left, look over to your right. You're looking down at your right foot. Then again, we'll shift over to our right side. Look over to your left. See if you can go a little further. And one more time over to the left as you look to the left. Then as you come back to your center, push away from the ground. Round your spine into cat. Tucking your tailbone, tucking your chin. Then inhale, drop your ribcage, look forward with your collarbone. Palms are pulling back towards your knees, heart is lifting forward. And then one more time, we round into our cat spine. Feel like your fingertips are pushing forward here. Then drop your ribcage, pull your palms back, drop your ribs. Now, as you square hips and shoulders into your table, you have those nice strong hands. Tuck your toes under, so you're lengthening through the arches of your feet. Just let your knees float up, about an inch off the ground. We should feel like our core is engaging, the back of the neck is nice and long. Then we'll push away from our hands and reach our ribs back or through toward our thighs. This is your crouching tiger. You should really feel some nice length through your Achilles, right down through your lower calves. Then we'll shift right forward back into that balanced tape. Finding that long spine, engaging your core. Then as you push away, one more time into that crouching tiger. So we're wrapping our triceps away here, looking at our toes, and we'll lift our tailbone high and let our heels reach down toward the ground. Chest is reaching through. A nice deep breath. Then we'll lift our heels. We'll look forward and we'll move to the front of our feet. As we do, we'll settle our feet hip distance apart, spread the toes. Let your knees soften. You let your arms fold over the top of your head. You really let that space release. Feel like the spaces between your vertebrae is opening up. Then we'll bring our hands out onto our shins. Find that nice flat back. Long through the sides of the waves and through the back of it. Then we'll let our knees soften. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Sides of the waist are still long. We drop into our hips, roll the shoulders back, and into our chair. Weight is back into your heels. And then we'll just take our arms open, palms out front. Feel the soles of the feet being drawn in. Then drop your arms down. Press away from the ground, reach up. Inhale here. Exhale, elbows come wide into your gut. So if you feel better supporting the base of your skull with fingertips, you're welcome to go there or fingertips. Then inhale, we'll come all the way up. Exhale, we'll move our hands down through our heart center. We'll release all the way back down to that forward fold. We'll bring our hands to our shins, we'll lengthen into our flat back again. Keep that long spine, bend your knees, drop into your hips, reach your arms forward for chair. Soles of the feet being pulled in, a little more lift through the arms. We drop the arms, we push away. Inhale, we go. Exhale, we open into our guts. Try to get a nice back bend here. Inhale, we reach the top. Exhale, hands come to you. This time we release all the way down. Really here to bring blocks in alongside your pinky toes. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. We wiggle the ball of the left foot away until we get that nice length through that leg. The left heel is pushing over. Then we'll tap that left knee down. Drop the toes of the left foot under. Press through the top of your foot. Your left hand is going to stay right underneath your shoulder, either on your block or on the ground. Your right arm is going to rotate and reach up to the side. And then again, repress the top of your left foot into the ground. Get a little more length through the front of the hand. Take that right hand, rotate the palm down. Comes across your lower back into bind. You're going to reach it to the outside of your left hip. And try to nudge that right shoulder up to the side. Nice deep breath there. Exhale, we release our right arm comes up. Our right elbow comes to our right thigh. We tuck our left toes under. Push that left heel away. Find that length there. Then again, take that right arm back up to the side. Deepening the space. Deep breath in. Then that right elbow will land on that right thigh again. We'll drop that left heel flat. So we're in our side angle legs. We sweep our left arm up to the sky, reaching your fingertips up. Then you'll take your right elbow, slide it down the inside of your right ankle, maybe on a block, and use your right elbow to nudge your knee out further toward your pinky toe. Take a deep breath. Now take a big push off your right foot and come all the way up into gentle work. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and then release your arms forward and back. Feel like that right heel is pulling back. Your hip is pulling it back as well, but your fingertips will reach out toward the front wall as far as you can. We're going to pause here for a moment to just let that hamstring start to lengthen. Deep breath. And then we'll let that right hand come down, maybe again on a block or the ground or the floor. And our left arm will rotate up to the sky, trying to stack those shoulders. Still, that right heel is pulling back. Then we'll bend into our right knee. We'll lift our left heel, rotate forward. Again, you can use your blocks if you like. Push off your right foot, bend your left knee, step that left foot forward, and come back to that forward fold. Take a nice deep breath. So you should notice a difference between your right and left sides here. Our right side should feel looser. We bring our hands to our shins and lengthen into that flat back. Then as we bend into our knees, again, blocks to pinky toes if you're using them, right foot steps back. Our left knee is straight up over our ankle, our right heel is pushing away. Then we tap that right knee down, drop the toes under, press through the top of your foot. Keeping your hips forward, right hand comes under right shoulder, block or floor. Left arm rotates up to the sky. We don't move our left knee. We turn that left palm back, comes across our lower back, trying to reach toward the outside of our right hip. We nudge that left shoulder up toward the sky. And stack those shoulders. Now press the top of your right foot more firmly down into the ground. Get more length through those hip flexors. You can even lift that right knee with that punch if that works for you. Then we'll reach that right arm up. We'll bring, our left arm up. Our left forearm comes to our left thigh. We tuck our right toes under. You firmly push that right heel back, getting as much length through your calf as you can. And then again, we rotate the torso, reach that left arm back up, and stack those shoulders again. This time, that left forearm comes to that left thigh. We drop that right heel flat. First, get straight into your legs, and then sweep that right arm up, reaching fingertips to the side. Your left fingertips slide down the inside of your left ankle, using the block there if you like. And use your elbow on the inside of your knee to nudge that knee out closer to your pinky toe side of your a deep breath. Then we do a big push off our left foot. We stand up tall into our gentle forward. We feel that left hip pulling back, our left heel drawing away. Our arms release. We hinge out to our left. We're looking at our fingertips. We're drawing that hip back. We'll pause it for a breath. And exhale. Then we start tipping the torso forward. Trying to take that right arm straight up for this side. Left hand on the block or on your shin or on the ground. And still pulling that left hip up and really enjoying that nice and lengthening. Deep breath in. And exhale. Then we bend into that left knee. That right side of our body rotates us to the front. To the back. And meet in our plank pose. Palms pointing toward toes, lengthen through back and nice widespread fingertips. Exhale, we press up and through to our down dog. Chest is reaching through, heels are sinking toward the ground. Inhale, we come out to our plank. We choose whether we want knees or toes here. Elbows squeeze the ribs. We lower the hips, draw the shoulders back. Maybe sphinx pose with a reverse prayer hand if you like, cobra or up dog, whatever your body feels ready for. Make sure those shoulders draw away from the ears, the top of the head lifts, and we take a deep breath. Inhale, we lower the torso down. We move our hands to the sides of our waist, elbows in. Again, we choose whether we're pressing up from knees or toes. We push away from the ground. We move back into our plank. Exhale, up and through down. Take a nice deep breath. Lift your heels, soften your knees to the ground. Move them to the outer edge. Pause in your child's pose. Circling your wrists or reverse prayer hands or arms to the back or side. Whatever gives you that space you need. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale lift. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, empty it out. With your next breath, hands reach their way to the front. As we shift forward, we'll move back into our table space. Hands and knees, biceps forward, wide spread fingertips, long through the sides of the waist. We do that tuck of our toes. We let our knees float up and into your sit. Now here, you'll keep your right knee where it is. You'll slide your left toes back. You can choose to lift those left toes or keep them on the ground. Then the left toes land. If you lifted them, you'll push away from the ground and kick your right heel to the sky for three-legged. Chest is reaching through to your left. Maybe circle that right ankle. Then look forward. Your right foot takes the first step forward, and then you just follow it to the front of your mat. We meet in our forward fold. Head, neck, and chest are hanging heavy. A deep breath. Then we bring hands to shins or out in front of our toes for a flat back. Long spine, long legs. Then as you bend into your knees, weight back into your heels. Drop your tailbone and reach your heart forward, find your chin. Inhale, we go. Feel the soles of your feet pulling. Drop your hands, release, lift all the way up, and then open into your guts. You really create that back bend, open across the chest. Then inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands move through to your heart center. Shoulders dropping away from your ears. Give a little softness to your right knee. Take your left toes and cross them over your right ankle. But check to make sure your left knee is trying to point as close to straight ahead as you can get them. And then reach your arms up. Now take that left heel and start pressing it down to the ground. Lift tall to the side of your waist, try to create stillness in your body. Then can you drop your right hand across your lower back? Take that left palm, stretch it over to the right. Then release that right arm. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your left heel. Give your right knee a little softness. Slide that left ankle above your right knee and drop your left knee up into figure four. Then when you're ready, you drop it into figure four chair. Dropping your tailbone, moving your heart forward, moving into your hip space. Nice deep breath. One more inhale. Exhale, we reach up tall. We uncross that left leg. We send it to the back of our mat. We wiggle the ball of the foot. Reach your arms out. Then rotate that left arm comes down, lock or floor, but right underneath your shoulder. Right arm reaching up, stacking your shoulder. Right forearm to right thigh. Left heel drops flat. Press your feet apart. Rotate that left arm up. Then slide that right elbow down so that you're nudging, that elbow is nudging your knee out toward your pinky toes. Now stacking those shoulders. Then right foot pushes. We come all the way up into gentle warrior. We release our arms, shoulders drop. We look at our right fingertips. We hinge from our hip crease, reaching that right arm up, pulling that right hip back. Then lowering that right arm down, reaching the left arm to the sky, looking up toward that left hand. Then again, we'll soften our right knee. You'll take your left hand, you're going to pull it back. It's going to come across your lower back. You're coming back to those triangle legs. We'll reach that right arm up and over for a reverse. Lift the rib cage, lengthen both legs. Deep breath. Then we drop our left hand. We rotate our body to the front, lifting our left heel, pivoting forward. Then we shift our weight, we step our right foot back, we find our plank. Beautiful, take a deep breath. Exhale, press away from the ground, lift your hips into down dog. Chest reaching through, heels sinking low. We come out to our plank. Again, you choose knees or toes here, elbows in. Drop the hips, heart comes forward. Your variation is Sphinx, Cobra, or up dog. A deep breath. Then we lower back down. Elbows in, knees or toes. Push away from the ground. And press through to down dog. A deep breath. Slide away. Lift your heels, bring your knees out wide, pause in your child's pose. Circle your wrists as needed, a nice deep breath. And a long exhale. All right, let's get to that other side. Again, as you shift forward, we meet in our table space first. Widespread hands, knees under hips, shoulders off ears, biceps turn forward. Then tuck your toes. Again, we float our knees up. Now, can you keep that left knee right there and slide your right toes back? You can keep your right toes there or try lifting them to the back. Your options. Then that right toe comes down. If you chose to lift it, we push away from the ground, kicking that left heel to the sky for that three-legged up. Right heel is sinking toward the ground as we circle our left ankle. Then we look forward, that left foot takes that step forward. We shift and we walk all the way to the front. Our toes spread wide, we release our arms forward, fold. We lengthen into our flat back, wherever that is for you. As you bend into your knees, draw the soles of the feet in, drop the hips, lift the heart, chair pose. Weight on your heels, you should get to wiggle your toes. We drop the arms. Inhale, we fill it all the way up. Exhale, we open goddess. And now you can always support the base of your skull here. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, hands up. Shoulders away from ears. Left knee gets that little soften. Keep your hip lifted. Right toes crossed over. Right knee pointing straight ahead. Just work to create stillness in your body first. Then as you sweep your arms up, pressing that right heel toward the ground. If you can, anchor it. Coming up. Keep your right arm lifted, drop your left arm behind your back. And that right palm stretch over. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, left arm releases, arms come to seating. Hands come back to your heart as you lift your right heel back up, allowing your left knee to get a little softness again. Then sliding that right ankle up, or you can sit back first. Find those steady hips, and then slide the ankle up. Choose how you transition there. Find that with your force. Breath in. Exhale. As you push off the left foot, right foot comes up, and then it takes a giant step back. We wiggle the ball of our right foot. We make sure our left knee is over our ankle. We bring our heart up, reach the arms, and then rotate. That right arm comes down, block our floor directly under the shoulder. Left arm reaches to the side. Still pressing that right heel firmly back. Left forearm to left thigh. Right heel drops. Right arm reaches up, stacking the shoulders. Left fingertips slide down the inside. Then nudge your knee, pull toward your pinky. Deep breath in. A big push off left foot to stand us up into gentle warrior. We pull that left hip back, release the arm, hinge out to our left. Feel that leg all the way up the back of the leg. And then lower left arm down, figure up. So pulling that left hip to the back. Give your left knee a little bend. Take that right arm this way to pull back from across your lower back. Your left arm is going to come up. You'll re-lengthen your left leg and then reach that open palm for the floor. Lifting out of that. There you go. Release your right arm. Windmill your arms as you rotate your right hip. Come forward, shift your weight, step your left foot back, land in your plank. Exhale, press through to your down dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale, shift forward to your plank. Choose to bring your knees down if you like, elbows in. Drop your hips, lift your heart. Shoulders away from your ears. Remember, whether you touch the belly or not, options. Inhale. Exhale, we come back down. Elbows in. We press up. We press through to our down dog. Take a deep breath. Then lift your heels, bring your knees wide and soften into child's pose. Very nice. Let your forehead get heavy, move through your hips and rib cage. Long inhale through your nose. Soft exhales. We'll gently round the spine up. We'll move our hips and knees around to the front. Making sure plenty of mat behind. We'll tuck our hands behind our knees. Soften the tailbone under and gently rock to our lower back. As you let your head, neck, and shoulders rest, soften your jaw, relax the space around your eyes, and use your hands to circle your knees, massaging all the way through that lower back space. Make sure you go each direction there and try to cover as much space as you can. Then hug your knees close to your body and take a deep breath. And let that breath go. Here, we'll drop our toes, our pinky toes, to the very outer edges of our mat. Our shoulders stay flat. We'll take both knees and drop them heavy over to the left. You want to have a lot of space between your feet. So now your right knee is reaching towards your left foot. Keeping shoulders flat. Take that left ankle, place it on your right outer thigh, and then let that left knee drop again to that left thigh. If it feels like that puts too much on that right outer hip, you take that left ankle away. We want to feel those outer rotators of that hip stretching across. We take a deep breath. We exhale it out. Keep your left ankle on your right thigh, or put it there if you didn't, you put it on, and bend your right leg back to center. So you're back in figure 4 here. We'll lift that right foot up. We'll reach either behind the right hamstring, around the shin, or extending the leg and reaching behind your calf. And we draw it in. We feel that left hip space, lower back, glutes. I'll get some nice opening. A nice deep breath in. Exhale. We'll gently release that right leg. Uncross the left and land your pinky toes back to those outer edges. Then we'll take both knees and drop them to the right this time, really feeling that left inner knee reach across, but making sure your shoulder blades are staying flat. Right ankle comes on left outer thigh. Try to avoid putting weight on the knee. Make sure it's up onto your thigh. And feel the outer hip space and that left thigh open. Again, if it feels like it's too much, take that right ankle off. Nice deep breath. With your next breath, left knee bends, right ankle stays across left thigh. Your knees are now centered. We lift the left foot. Again, we either reach behind the hamstring, around the shin, or you extend that left leg if you can reach behind your calf. So you do want to try to keep your shoulders, head, and neck rested. So wherever it works best for you, we're trying to draw the tailbone off the ground, open up that right hip, glute, and lower back. Let me take a deep breath. And we'll gently release that left leg to untangle your legs. Just move right into your toes and arms above heart pose. So either toes and arms up, extended to the sky. Bent knee in your dead bug, happy baby with your knees out wide. Or place a block under your hips where your supported shoulders stand. And just allow your spine to sink heavy into the mat. Soften your jaw. Relax the space around your eyes. A long deep breath in. Our breath gets soft with our exhale. Then we'll gently lower arms and legs down to wherever our Shavasana is feeling nice for us. Perhaps you try butterfly or Nina, child corpse pose, or wherever your body feels that rest. You don't want to feel like you're having to put any effort into these poses. Just allowing our bodies to release. Shoulder blades flat. Our breath is long and slow through the nose. And our exhale is also empty through the nose. Get a sip in, one more long, slow inhale. And with your exhale, slide your legs out, reach your arms long, stretch your whole body with a deep. Then draw your knees in one at a time to your chest. Wrap your arms either around your shins or behind your knees and hug them in close. Feel free to take this pose and drop it over to the side if that feels better for you. Maybe you do some movement from side to side, or if a different leg position is calling to you, you can go butterfly legs here or straddle, whatever feels good. Take one more inhale. And with our exhale, we'll gently transition into any seated position that feels comfortable for us. Sit up tall on those sit bones. Feel the shoulders melt down into your back pockets. Palms open on our knees. Inhale, we lift tall to the center line of our body. Exhale, we side away. Our next inhale reaches our fingertips to the side. Our exhale moves our hands to our heart center. We take a gentle bow forward as we say, Namaste. Good work. Great job.
Thank you, everyone.